And we are live here from Boston, Massachusetts for SmackDown. Here comes CM Punk, and we can only imagine why he's coming out here tonight. Trust me, it is. He is not happy right now after getting rocked by Roman Reigns in that match versus John Cena, where the winner would become the #2 contender to face Gunther or Kurt Angle for the world title, because Kurt Angle is in right now. He will take on Gunther next Friday. But now that John Cena's second round for that title, and it's not CM Punk, and even though CM Punk does still have a guaranteed title opportunity against either Kurt Angle or Gunther, considering he never got his rematch, he's still very upset that it's not going to come to him sooner. That was because Roman Reigns interfered in that match last week. So, and you don't typically see CM Punk coming out like this. He is in his wrestling gear. He's ready to throw hands. But from what I heard of, in the SmackDown management, Roman Reigns is not here in Boston. Clearly, CM Punk is here to kick some ass in the home of the Bruins and the Celtics. Alright, listen here, Roman. I knew from the moment I told you in that contract signing that after Bad Blood this thing was going to be over regardless of the winner, and you said no, that something like this would happen, but I'm tired of it. So this is going to drag to Survivor Series. It's not going to drag to the Royal Rumble or Day 1 or Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania. This thing is going to end tonight. I mean it. And I don't care if you're not here, because I'm not leaving this ring until I get Roman Reigns' entrance music playing. And then Roman Reigns' face to face with mine. So I'm gonna be out here all night. We can tell campfire stories. We can sing songs together. But I'm not leaving until I get Roman Reigns. Wait a second.
Roman Reigns. You're right. I think he's more of a threat.
I don't think CM Punk is in for news that's going to make him happy. I'll say that at the very least. Because I don't think Roman Reigns is present here tonight in Boston. Or what I heard in the news anyways.
Yeah, he hates the Celtics. He's not a Celtics fan.
Totally, I'm just scared to see CM Punk. Alright, Adam, I'm not here to play your games, alright? If you're going to tell me Roman Reigns isn't here, then I don't care. I'll go to San Francisco, Sacramento, Hawaii, wherever the hell he's staying right now, and I'll just beat his ass over there. But let me tell you something. You protecting him isn't going to make it any safer for you, him, or even myself, but I don't care, because he has gone too far.
I am not protecting Punk. I actually agree with you. That's why whenever Roman Reigns is back here on SmackDown, immediately it's you versus Roman Reigns in whatever stipulation you want.
No, Adam. That's not what's going to happen. Because me and Roman are fighting tonight. We're not fighting next week. We're not fighting next month. We're fighting tonight within the next 2 hours or 1 hour or half hour, however long this fucking show will last tonight. We are fighting in that time.
Alright, where's Roman?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me? Do you have a little iPhone tracker on him or something?
No. Do you know where Roman Reigns is? Because I don't. I sure as hell don't.
You're the GM, man. And have you called him?
He won't pick up his phone. He's scared of you. He knows why I would call him.
How do you plan on resolving this issue, Mr. Adam Pierce?
Wait till he's back.
has to be resolved tonight. I'm tired of this rivalry. It should have ended at Bad Blood. It didn't end at Bad Blood. We're here in pretty much November, and this is still a thing. And my God, if it doesn't get resolved tonight, we're going to be doing this thing until next WrestleMania, next SummerSlam, and I don't want to do that. So Adam, either figure out a solution, or I'm leaving SmackDown. You hear me? I'm the highest rated star on this show currently, but I will not stop my quest to get my hands on Roman Reigns.
Punk, I have an idea.
What's your idea, Adam?
How about I make Roman and you go on the same Survivor Series team?
What the hell?
On the Survivor Series team.
No, what? How is that going to... You get a raise if SmackDown wins at Survivor Series. Why would you... SmackDown's not going to win if I'm teamed with him.
And if you two solve your shit, and you know what? If you win, I'll give you a Hell in a Cell match.
Adam.
How about that? Or whatever you want. It doesn't even have to be Hell in a Cell.
Adam, the whole point why I want this match tonight is because if it doesn't end tonight, it's going to last till the end of the year, till next year.
You're not getting this match tonight.
Make it worse, man.
You're not getting this match tonight, Punk. I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
Damn it, man.
Romans.
Damn
It's probably not even in state. Or close to it.
Damn it. This has to end. I'm tired of this.
Sorry, man.
It's never gonna end. I'm stuck with this guy.
Sorry, man. Not my fault.
Stuck with him.
Not my fault.
So coming up next, it is here in Boston, Massachusetts. It is a #1 contenders match, or sorry, not #1 contenders match. The winner of this match will be added to the Women's Survivor Series team. Of course, the Raw Women's and Men's Survivor Series teams were announced this past Monday, but Adam Pearce wants the SmackDown Source tournament, with the exception of CM Punk and Roman Reigns. They were added up to the men's team simply just because of the rivalry. But the final spot for that team will be, because so far it's Braun Breaker, CM Punk, and Roman. The final spot for that team will be found out tonight between Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre in the main event.
So here comes Sonya Deville.
So who will be, I believe, the second woman added to this match? Actually, no, this will be the first. Sonya or Bianca? Let's find out.
Here comes Bianca Belair, you know.
Actually, wait, no, I'm sorry. Rhea won her spot last week, I believe. So.
I feel like I'm trying to do a Boston accent, but I keep on doing a Minnesota accent. And I'm kind of pissed off about it. Like, I'm trying to do a Boston accent, but it sounds like I'm doing a Minnesota accent. Don't you know?
Of course, Bianca's had quite the year, and being added to the SmackDown Women's team would do wonders for her. Of course, her arch rival, Rhea Ripley, it is the first one to be added after she beat Asuka last week to earn her spot. And Bianca looks to beat Sonya tonight to earn hers here in Boston. So here we go. Of course, at the time of this recording, this is also opening night for the NBA. Right now, the 76ers are ahead against the Celtics.
And the Miami Heat are probably down against
Orlando
Magic, yeah. Probably because of fucking ass.
It's going to build into the stomach of Bianca Belair. So Sonya, of course, has improved her career heavily this year after aligning herself with Charlotte Flair. Of course, earning a spot on the SmackDown Women's team would be wonders for her. Of course, Pierce says he wants the best of the best, and he says But when we have the best women on the roster compete for those spots, and right now we have Rhea Ripley, who has accomplished so much in her very young career. And Bianca looks to add herself next as she only misses herself. And of course, more women will earn their spots even later tonight. And then, of course, like I said during the entrances, we will find out who the final man is for the men's spot between Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. Of course, Charlotte and Eve Torres will also compete tonight for the women's spot, which will reveal the third woman on that team, on the SmackDown team. And then next week, tonight. Oh yeah, yeah. There should be a match either next week or maybe announced earlier. But anyways.
By the way, how many tag-ins you've survived in a Survivor Series match will go in on your statistics?
Round up as well.
It does go in your on the Dak Prescott statistics.
It's like wrestling version of quota.
Yep.
You get the absolute best of the best on each brand. Or you could say the All-Star game.
Like they
Yeah, the other three franchises called the All-Star game.
Yeah. No, I was thinking it was like on.
Somebody where she wants her. Oh, there's.
Nope. And Bianca. Good.
1, 2, and Bianca.
So I believe that makes it so Rhea and Bianca are on the same Survivor Series team.
Yep, just like CM Punk and Roman Reigns are. What a coincidence there. So Bianca, they win over Sonya, and that spot is now locked for November 15th in Houston, Texas.
Here is your winner,
Kyrie. I thought of an idea. If you win on the SmackDown Women's Survivor Series team, I will give you an opportunity for the World Championship on the following Friday. What?
I should just have my opportunity, but I guess.
What do you mean you just had your opportunity?
I should just have my opportunity.
Well, you're going to get your opportunity.
I know, but
I'm
I should have to earn it.
No, but I'm telling you that you're going to get it immediately on the following Friday of Survivor Series.
Oh, I thought you were like...
That's why you got to let me finish speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I talked to Adam about it, and you're now officially on the team. So far it's you, Bianca, and Rhea. And there's one more spot to be filled. It'll be either Charlotte and Eve Torres. And I think that's a strong squad, and that you four can... I mean, as long as you're all cooperative, you can beat Team Raw. I think it's a possibility.
Yeah, we just need to figure out what the Team Raw is first.
We already know. We heard it on Monday.
No, we know what the men's team is.
Were both teams not announced? Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I thought both teams were announced. Anyways, good talk. All right, here we go. We're about to find out who the final woman is going to be on the SmackDown Women's Survivor Series team. It's either going to be Eve or Charlotte.
is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Denver, Colorado, Eve Torres.
And then, of course, to still come tonight. Of course, Gunther and Kurt Angle will meet up one final time before their match next week for the PWG Championship on the Halloween edition of SmackDown. And then Drew McIntyre will take on Bobby Lashley to fill the final men's spot on the Survivor Series team. Right now, let's find out who it's going to be for the women. So far, it's Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and then Kairi Sane, who was just added. And then, of course, we found out that Roman Reigns and CM Punk were added to the team earlier tonight, and then Braun Breaker earned his spot in last week where he defeated Bronson Reed.
And her opponent from the Queen City.
So Breaker, Punk, Roman, that's a pretty stacked team already. And then Kairi, Rhea, and Bianca, which is also stacked. So, and then we're going to find out what the Raw Women's team is going to be this following Monday. Eve versus Charlotte, who will be the final woman in the women's SmackDown Survivor Series team. And Eve right away getting out of the ring. Try to group here. Oh, Charlotte. And here we go. Legs underway. Eve takes a shot. Charlotte counters. And we're back and forth here. Flair. It's flying. Charlotte now. Oh. And Eve goes against the ropes and swanton there. Flair goes to the top now. And a senton. And right now it looks like Eve with the early advantage over the former SmackDown Women's Champion. Big episode of SmackDown coming up next week, of course, the Halloween special. We're going to have a PWG Championship match on it, and a whole lot more. And that'll be the second to last SmackDown before Survivor Series when we visit you from Energy Stadium in Houston, Texas. And down goes Eve Torres and Flair steps on board. Of course, we know Charlotte's deadly finisher is the figure 8 leg lock. She's been using it her whole career. And right now you can see her softening up the legs of Eve Torres, and the success rate on that move is very high, so he's going to watch out for that tonight. Charlotte just going to continue with pressure on that leg. Missed the close on Eve. And Charlotte caught her for a German suplex. So Eve favoring the leg there. She wants to close in. And a victory here. Eve sends Flair over the top. So Eve with the advantage here. Charles Robinson's going to count Charlotte here. And Eve gets the momentum she needs using her legs to her advantage. Takes down Flair, goes for the cover to be added to the SmackDown team. And a kick out, 2 for Flair almost had the win. Suplex. Flair picks up Eve. Eve for another counter. Oh!
Eve.
Getting a little bit of a comeback here against Flair. There's a kick. Picks up Charlotte Flair. Throws her into the corner. And takes a full-on shot. Charlotte got counter. Go. Goes right to the back. Yeah. Takes the spear. Could this be her shot? Let's see. Flair now. The elbows, these two fight on the outside. Now Flair. Making insult to injury there with the slap. Throws Eve on the stairs. There's both these women legends in 2 different times. Eve comes before that Women's Revolution. Charlotte was the one of the first women to be a part of the Revolution in 2015. And Eve again, really using those legs. Her advantage here. Charlotte goes for the front, counted by Eve. Flair goes right back to the leg. Smart move there. Nice. Move from Eve there. How to put this away? Could this be it? Eve. Could that it? Could that be enough? Oh, kick out 2 from Flair, almost with a win. Eve, nope. Flair takes her down. Charlotte sent Eve to the corner here. Looks like Flair's getting some momentum. Eve Torres on the top rope. And Charlotte with that breaker right onto the turnbuckle. Charlotte going to come back for her own. Down goes Eve. Flair now. Let's Eve up. Puts her down. Herself in position. Spear. Charlotte will be moments away from closing this one out. Natural selection and opening down. Charlotte wants to get up. She gets the cover. Is that enough? Don't break from Eve.
What a match this has been.
Yep. Flair still feels like there's some work to do here on Eve Torres who counters. Once her up, is that enough? There. There's a clear cover. Oh, is that enough? And a kick out from Eve. Charlotte will continue to work on those legs, but Eve needs a great counter. And catches the leg. Eve doing everything she can to protect that leg. Charlotte can wrap her legs around Eve's head now. Oh, big elbow there. It's gonna find Eve over. And going to the corner. Charlotte now. You want to take it. Now Flair. Body slam there. And really weaken up Eve here. Eve recover.
And a possum pin.
And a kick out from Flair on his head. Eve.
Punching away. Integrate.
Charlotte, who's a little weak here. Eve again. Close on. Could Eve be closing in? I'll win. Cover.
Clean salt.
And Flair could have almost had her. Man, what a match these two had. Put it all on the line for that final spot. Charlotte grabs it from behind and electric chair. Both rolling down. losing.
Wait, technically she's covering.
Charlotte now. Izzy where she wants her. Putting damage on the leg. Oh, it's just a figure 4. Maybe Eve will be able to break into this one, but the damage is being done. Oh man. It's been this for a while. And Claire just used it to make Eve's legs even weaker. She's going to do more damage on the legs there. She wants to assure victory here right now. I mean, at some point, Eve is going to lose her ability to walk. Claire keeps attacking the legs where she is in this match. Claire, Eve again.
Natural selection.
That's 2. Set Eve up. Perfect position. Oh. He was countering though. Still showing a fight. Eve doing whatever it takes to get the win here. Charlotte in the corner. Charlotte. Sets her up again. Leave on top. Over a dragonfly. There it is. Let's go recover. Neckbreaker. Is Charlotte ready to put this one away? Oh, doing more damage on the legs, but no. I think Charlotte is confident with how much damage she's done on those legs. Picking up Eve. Takes her down. Third prime position here, it seems. Finally.
Trying to finish this.
Yeah, no one really ropes. And this might be it. Eve with nowhere to go. Taps and Charlotte with the win.
Over 8 points. And the women's Smashers team is officially set.
For SmackDown.
And for Raw, we'll find out on Monday.
Great match here. Great performance put up by Eve and Charlotte, but if Charlotte's going to get the better of Eve tonight and serve herself as the final member of the women's team for SmackDown. Great match, though. Eve took a lot of damage here on both her legs and taking 3 natural selections, dragonfly and everything.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
And it's time for the face-to-face between the two men who will clash for the PWG Championship in the main event of next week's SmackDown. Kurt Angle and Gunther face-to-face 1 time for the matchup.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
SummerSlam. And Kurt says he feels like if he doesn't win this feud, there's questions to be made for the rest of his career and how much longer he could possibly go on, because he says he needs to retire with at least one more title. And he says he wants to come for the big title, and he wants to come for the best wrestler in the business today, Gunther. He couldn't get it done at SummerSlam. He looks to get it done next week. Comes the two-time PWG champion,
And his opponent from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE champion, Gunther!
One of the biggest title matches of 2025 is taking place in just 1 week from tonight. And this face-to-face will be next on SmackDown in Boston. Kurt, I know how much this match means to you, and I'm not going to say some of the negative things I've been saying to you over these past few months. But listen here. Even though my respect for you is still sky high and you are the greatest to ever do it, next week you're going to be a shell of yourself. Because I'm in the prime of my career. I'm where you were 20 years ago. But understand this, I will not take it easy on you, and I know you don't even want me to take it easy on you, but because you want it that way, it's not going to be the match you want it to be. It's not going to be what it was at SummerSlam, and you did give me my best run out of any opponent I've had in my 2 title reigns, but you still have to understand, that was a different matchup, that was a different time. Next week when the pressure's high, you have to understand, whoever wins this match not only has to face Randy Orton in Survivor Series, but has to defend their title against John Cena almost immediately after that.
Yep.
And Kurt, at this stage in your career, I don't think you're ready for that load. But I am, because I'm in the prime of my career. I will beat Randy Orton at Survivor Series. I'll beat you next week, and I'll beat John Cena when the time comes.
Gunther, you're missing one thing. I brought Randy into this company. I know them very well, and you see, I can beat both of them. You, on the other hand, you're a great wrestler, but what happens when Randy Orton kicks you in the gut, he goes to the corner, and he punts you right in the head? Your career might be over.
And yours won't? Kurt, you're a lot older.
I know how to prevent it. I was in the peak of my career with him. We were in the peak of our careers together, just Aiden and John. What happens when John Cena AAs you? What happens when the crowd goes wild because they want John Cena to beat Gunther?
Kurt, I don't think you understand. I've already beat some of the best this industry has to offer all time.
But you haven't.
CM Punk, yourself.
John Cena is the greatest
and Roman
wrestler.
Reigns.
John Cena is arguably the greatest wrestler to ever live. And in the peak of his career.
He might be the most famous, but he sure as shit is not the toughest. And I've beat tougher than John Cena. Like I mentioned earlier, I beat the guy who is 2-0 versus John Cena, Roman Reigns. I beat a guy who's had John Cena's number for a fair amount of years, CM Punk. John Cena's going to be a challenge, no doubt, but John Cena is not my hardest opponent. So you understand this. that match at SummerSlam is not going to be the same thing we see next week. And after this, you can go to Raw. You can go challenge Randy Orton. Like you're talking about how you can beat him, go challenge him for his title. But as far as you and me go, I'm going to make the stakes clear. If I win, this is our final match together as long as I'm champion, and final match we get to compete for this title as long as I'm champion. And to make matters better so there's no complaining, next week, and this isn't my favorite kind of match considering the kind of wrestler I am, but next week is no holds barred. There will be no shenanigans. Whoever wins, wins, and that's that. Do you understand?
Gunther, that was not smart. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You see, you're not the type of wrestler that uses weapons. I'm trained for them. Again, I've been in this company for 20 goddamn years. More than 20 goddamn years.
Kurt, you keep talking about your longevity, which is true, and I commend you for it, but what you're not understanding is you're taking on, what I can honestly say, is your prime self next week. You, at the twilight of your career, is going to be taking on somebody who's just as fast-paced and just as destructive as you were 20 years ago. You understand that? I'm the best in the business today, and you even know that. But next week, I continue my reign of dominance,
Even
and
if
you are going to be sitting there
Gunther,
with a mind full of regret
even
that you even dragged this thing on past SummerSlam in the first place.
even if you get past me, you will not get past Randy Orton. And even if you get past Randy Orton, you will not get past John Cena. Your title reign is coming to a close. No matter if it's me, no matter if it's John, no matter if it's Randy. Actually, Randy's not for the title, but you might have to vacate the title because your head's gonna be punted in.
Kurt, let's shake hands. I think the trash talk and the talk in general is over, and we're just going to have to see who wins this match next week. Let's not make this a personal blood feud anymore, because it doesn't need to be that. Whoever wins, wins next week, and that's that. And this rivalry is over.
Gunther. All I have to say, Gunther, is good luck.
So no holds barred, and if Kurt loses, he will not be able to challenge for the PWG Championship as long as Gunther is champion.
You might even have to go to Raw.
It is main event time. The winner between Drew and Lashley will be the final member of the the Friday Night SmackDown men's team for Survivor Series on November 15th in Houston, Texas. Of course, this is the main event of this SmackDown, but next week we are in for a hell of a show. There's rumored to be that Adam Pearce has announced that there might be a triple threat or fatal four-way match between the men's team to determine who the leader is. John Cena will be active next week, and of course Kurt Angle will be for the PWG Championship. And that same leader thing I just talked about might apply to the movie as well. So yeah, big Friday Night SmackDown coming up next week. But let's enjoy the main event here of this SmackDown here in Boston, Massachusetts, between Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley.
And his opponent from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, Bobby Lashley.
Here we go, main event time, McIntyre versus Lashley, the final member of the men's Survivor Series match for SmackDown. Of course, we have Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Braun Breaker so far. Let's see who can get the victory here tonight.
These men, of course, have a history together.
Feud for the world title back in 2021. McIntyre. Oh. Lashley just over the counter so far. Sure with the counter.
I believe McIntyre won that feud, correct? I believe Lashley won that feud,
Yeah,
correct?
Lashley did, yep. Of course, both these men are two-time world champions as well. Look at Lashley, he's trucking Drew McIntyre. Of course, Lashley's angry coming off of that loss at SummerSlam, where he actually was the one to take the pin from Bronson Reed. Of course, Lashley wins. He will be meeting up with former rival Braun Breaker, who was the first member to get the match. McIntyre's been a little scared of Lashley tonight. Lashley's been fighting a bit hard. That's how mad he is. And he looks way bigger than he was in August. Trying to get Drew McIntyre up. Drew. Counter. Lashley here, Lashley close on. Lashley slipping on his face. Another one on McIntyre. Drew gonna roll out here. And Lashley takes him out. Big man on top of big man. McIntyre countering Lashley here. Lashley counters. This is himself. McIntyre goes from back. Lashley's trying to go with Lashley. It's a knee there. Drew. Oh, right back out. Lashley. It's up there. Big Drew McIntyre on the ground. And down he goes. Leg of McIntyre as well. Drew down as well. Down on the almighty. Drew beating the hell out of Lashley here. Picks him up. Drew with the upper hand now. And down he moves. McIntyre.
Powerbomb.
McIntyre again with another powerbomb. Go for 3 straight here. There it is. Oh no. He's going for 4. He's going for 4.
And powerbomb.
Oh my god, he's going for 5. What is he planning on doing tonight? Going for 6.
Goes for one more. It's 7, 6, 7.
Oh my god. going to do the meme. 6.
7.
Lashley's back. Put this one away. There it is.
Uno, dos, tres.
It's the final.
So, here in the fuck Boston land.
Great effort by both guys, but after 7 straight power bombs and a Claymore, that will do it for Lashley and Walk True is the final member of the men's team. And the men's team is now locked. It's Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
That'll do it for this episode of SmackDown here in Boston, Massachusetts, here live on TD Garden. And we'll see you next week for the Halloween episode of SmackDown, Halloween special. Good night.